Oh my god! A tornado is forming! Bye! But we going shopping!
Oh my god. Like, I couldn't have done that yesterday. Thank you. Oh my god, I feel so anticlimactic without the stars and orbs. It's really unfortunate. Oh my god. That took so long. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so Galeforce is an unrated extreme that has been around for about 6 months now. And I felt really drawn towards this level for a lot of reasons. One, it uses one of my favorite battle themes from a Pokemon game, and I just think we need more Pokemon-related GD content. And two, I like playing unrated extremes because like no one plays them because they're not rated, and I like participating in something before like a lot of people join in once it gets rated. Like for example, when I was playing Gagatrondra before it was unrated, I was playing it with like 3 other people, and then once it got rated, more people started playing it. So I like playing something before like a lot of people get to it. And 3, it was verified on my birthday, so it was like totally assigned to play this. So thank you, Lily, for verifying it on my birthday. Just calling to me. Anyways, I started playing this 15 days ago, so I've been stuck with this level for quite a bit, and I've definitely formed some thoughts. Just to start with the negatives, because it's probably going to be the biggest section of this review, but there's a lot less negatives for me than positives, because I do really like this level. So I'll start with the inconsistencies and choke points. 19 to 34% contains really hard timings that can completely botch your consistency for a session, because like it just prevents you from getting to the drop. And it's less that they're like really hard, it's just the timings are super consistent, or sorry, super inconsistent, and it just took me forever to get some sort of like comfort in doing those timings, especially with the timings at 19% and 30%. Those were like easily like my biggest run killers. I mean, it's the pre-drop, so it's not that big of a deal, but it did get a little irritating just dying to that over and over again. Other standout choke points were almost every wave, but specifically the ones at 38%, 70%, 74%, 77%, and the last wave. Yeah, I'm just wave deficient, so I'm just gonna find those hard because I'm not good at wave. And then you have the green orb at 40%, the green orb at 44%, the really weird ship transition at 50%, where you're kind of launched into the ship portal, so you kind of have to like find ship control, but it's like really hard to, just because of the way you're like thrown into it. And then the entire teal part, this might have just been a mind block, but I struggled so much with 52 to 55%, and then 61 to 63%. I don't know if those were actually choke points or if I just kind of mind blocked it, but for the longest time I just could not get that down. And then you have the entire red part, which I will say is easily the hardest part of the level, especially the spider at 69% is made harder because of the camera effects, which I'll get to later. And then like all of the waves, so the ones at 70, 74, and 77, just really hard. It's the end of the drop, it's just going super fast. It just got me, it really did. And then you have the ending. The transition from the ship into the wave is really awkward, and then the wave is just really hard. Was this a skill issue? Probably, but I don't know. Alright, to move on to the decoration, at times it can be really pretty and really interesting, and at other times it could like just be okay. The green, blue outside parts are a bit iffy to me because the colors kind of clash. But I think the decoration itself is pretty good. Like I don't have an issue with that outside of like the colors clashing, in my opinion. The effects in the drop, however, like when you're in the tornado, are really cool. And I love the atmosphere the level sets up with that. The only thing I didn't like were the camera effects, like I mentioned earlier, because they mess with the gameplay in ways I just didn't like, because the camera would just freeze on a part and then it would quickly zoom to catch up with your icon. And like when the camera's moving after being still, you still have gameplay that you can't really see because like the camera's moving. So like with the spider at 69%, it gets really effed up because like you have to click and do these orb timings while the camera's moving. So like the times are moving at you. It's just really weird. I don't know how to describe it. It's just really weird. But yeah, that's like the only thing I didn't like about this level. Other than that, I think this level's like really incredible. The gameplay flows really well once you get it down, and it did take me a bit to get it down, especially that red part. Oh my god. And the decoration is pretty good all around. Like I said, the effects in the tornado are really awesome. The song representation is amazing. I think the song is done justice, especially with those dash orbs. Like OniLink hit the nail on the mark with that. And I just think the song itself is really incredible, but again, that's Pokemon vibes, so, you know, unfortunately this level just wasn't kind to me because my luck just like wasn't great, but alas. For my difficulty opinion, I personally, I might be an outlier due to my luck and the fact that I'm not super great at like flowy, fast levels at this, but I'm gonna put it above Promethean and below Starlight Summit, so around 100 on the list, or like 104, probably easier than Frost Spirit, if I were to guess. But yeah, that's all I got. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.